What's going on, guys? Today's the latest installment of Less of the Week. We're going to continue our conversation on stance width. This time we're going to talk about wedges, okay? We're going to talk about the full wedge shot. We've got a 54-degree full wedge shot here, and great player, just signed with Ohio University. And the first thing we did, we actually checked to make sure his wedges were correct, okay? He felt like he should be getting more distance out of his wedges. And in this case, his wedges were about a ½ degree on the weak side, okay? So I actually strengthened the 50 and 54 degree up a degree from where they were. So they're actually a ½ degree stronger, okay? Then we bring them into the lab. I want to kind of see how he's using the ground. I want to see some club data. And you're going to be able to see between these two wedge swings here, stance width, 17.8 inches. Common tendency we see in players is too wide of a wedge stance at address. You can see how narrow we've got them now over here on the right, 13.3 inches. So a big upgrade here in terms of his stance width. You're going to be able to see why we did this to his stance width at address. Now, last week's video, we had a golfer that was creating too much lateral movement, so we narrowed his stance up really through the bag. With this golfer, he was not creating too much lateral movement in the backswing, but notice in early transition, he was getting a lot of pressure into his lead side too early. Because his stance was too wide, it started to back up. Very tough to be consistent and controlling your wedge loft when you have that back up through strike. And you can see right here, just after strike, 57% in his trail side. Very tough to manage the wedge loft and control your distances when you've got that much pressure back up. In this case, he was not getting a lot out of his wedges, and that was a really big issue, creating a loss of distance and loss of control with his wedges. And notice his lead foot here, how spinny it gets. We see this very, very often with players struggling with their wedges of getting too spinny. As you can see here, getting too spinny with that lead foot. But notice right here how he spins that lead foot out, but 69% still on that trail side, so it even backs up further. And that golf ball's well gone, okay? Now, let's go and look at his action over here on the right. So again, narrowed his stance up a great amount. You can see right here, 13.3 inches at address. Good action back. Now, he still gets his pressure in his lead side early, but you're gonna look at this pressure not back up near as much. He's able to strike the golf ball much more efficiently and control his wedge loft through strike. And you can see right here, as he strikes the golf ball 65% just after strike in his lead side. And notice how his lead foot, left foot, is not getting too spinny as well. So we hope this helps you with your wedge game. If you feel like you're not getting enough out of your wedges in terms of distance, let's check those lofts, make sure they're correct, and then make sure we're not backing our pressure up. If we can narrow that stance up, that's going to allow you to be much more efficient, getting that pressure in your lead side, managing your wedge loft, so you can get the most out of your wedges. So you start knocking it much closer to the hole and lowering that score. Good luck, guys.